something that is invaluable. You know what I mean? Like an experience, like really showing you a different side of whatever it is I want to show you. Be creatives in the big city. Like literally starting from scratch on everything. Like, but also I want to give a perspective of like knowing me, because a lot of people don't know me, right? Like a lot of people that know me from my core base, they know me from KillaBH and skits and performing, but they don't know me in this space. And I think it's important to kind of try to, how you doing? I think it's important to try to connect or just try it. I've never done it. Like even this, I've never done any of this. I don't even know how it's gonna look, but I'm passionate about it. And 9 times out of 10, if I'm passionate about it, we're gonna hit it out the park. Yeah, that's it. So I wonder what people like what do people want to see? You know what I mean? Like
I think people want to see
when you guys click, right? When outside of games, I know I'm gonna hit somebody. Outside of games, right, and just tech stuff, because y'all are nerds like I am, right? What is it that you guys look to see when you're looking at stuff like this, like vlog-esque style stuff? Like, what do you look at?
Definitely the behind the scenes of how you set up, how you come up with the idea, especially for like grassroots. Mm-hmm. We want to see you guys beforehand going over this shit.
Well, this is the fun part. Come on, let's walk. So this is the fun part.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a regular guy, so
I know.
I like to see.
That's the beauty of
people who are not regular guys.
So I'm regular though. I'm super regular. We're walking.
No, but what I'm saying is, you said, what do people look for? Like me being a regular guy, I want to see. Some people want to look at celebrities. Some people just care about names and brands. And
but why?
Care about
like, did you ever start to think about why people care about those things? Like, why do you really care? Even you guys viewing this,
I think
why
it's a
do you
lifestyle
care?
outside of what you encompass yourself from. You know what I mean? We want that.
Well, that's the thing. Come on,
it's like the charisma.
I don't want to create a fantasy. I want to be transparent.
Right.
Like, so you talked about grassroots and how all that started. It really started like this. We just didn't film it. Like between us going to Detroit and between us going to like just all these different places, we didn't film the journey. This time I'm gonna film the journey, but I'm gonna do it in a different way while just, I guess, exposing myself. Yeah. I'm honestly kind of excited about it though. I'm excited. I think I'm excited and nervous. I feel like it's, even though we share everything regardless anyway on like grassroots and just on, not me so much on social. This is going to be the most, I think, transparent I've been on social, right? Like,
but right now that's the biggest platform. Like literally, social makes or breaks people.
Yeah.
Everybody on Wild Out. For instance, that 85 South Show podcast is so big. All they do is live shows every week, traveling from city to city.
Oh yeah, you got it.
And they're like the biggest thing, and they started off social. Emmanuel Hudson and Carlos Miller and DC Young Fly, they were social media mediums.
But that's the thing. Like I want to show the grind that it took for them to get there. Like I think people take for granted social media and just think like, yo, you post all this stuff and boom, instantly you're a celebrity or you're notable or famous or whatever you put that you envision that person to be in your head, right? I also think though that if people saw the real work behind it, we probably wouldn't have as bad of a content issue that we have when people just put out really, really bad content trying to get hot.
Right.
Like, I think that's important. Like what you said earlier, Luffy, you said something to me about
something about being charismatic, you know what I mean? And actually pursuing your goals. When I first heard about you and read your bio, it said you had an MBA from Rutgers. And my thing is, what would make a man with an MBA pursue, I'll kind of say, the niche of content creator? You know what I mean? You can definitely use your background and be something a little bit more sure thought or stable. So for you to take this opportunity to chase your dream, that always made me intrigued at the least of who this man is.
Okay. I mean, for me, I just tried to get the best of both worlds. Like, for me, it was like, all right, I'm going to school, I'm touring, I'm traveling, but I felt it was important to get that other side of the business, the book side. Like, you can get the street side and you can get other aspects, but I do feel like there's certain things that you learn in school, and it doesn't have to necessarily be work. I'm a big firm believer in experiences teaching you, but I also believe that you get a different level of structure when you're in school. Like, that's what I think I've gotten from school. I feel like I've learned way more outside of school, obviously, living my life, but I feel like that structure piece was crucial, but I also felt like I'm okay with betting on myself at this point. I'm successful. Like I have the degrees and all that stuff, which you wouldn't know that unless I put it in my bio, which I had to put in my bio, which you would never know that. I don't gloat on that. I just work. But I felt like, all right, I've done that side. Now I want to go do this side. Like, I've been successful in music. I've toured the world. I've done all these crazy things. I've done things that people probably, even artists probably, will never do in their lives. I've done it as a hype manager and A&R. But I still wanted more. I want to show a different side. I want to show people that you can do both. It's okay to do both. Like, when I was coming up, people was like, yo, I'd be on tour buses writing papers, and they'd be like, yo, just put your books away. Like, that music shit, that school shit ain't gonna do nothing. I dropped out X amount of times. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe you can do that. Like, I do take people that drop out, there's honor in that to me. Only because it's for the same thing that you just said to me. Hey, Brandon, you have all these degrees, yet you're going the unconventional route. Dropouts go the unconventional route and bet on themselves. I'm just late to the party now, and I'm betting on myself.
Even I left college.
Yeah. Well, I took
to be an engineer.
But that's the thing. When I started in music, I took off college. I had a scholarship, a partial scholarship, not a full scholarship, partial scholarship opportunity, and I did not pursue music. I took off for a year. Told my parents, like, yo, I want to do this. They were like, all right, well, can you at least just, finish up? Because I was getting my associates at the time. They were like, can you at least just finish up your associates? I was like, all right, cool, I'll do that. I got my associates, got the masters, got the degrees and all that stuff, whatever, cool. And then after that, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go do this. And they were like, all right, cool. If it doesn't work out, I'll go back. I'm a man of my word. We did it, and it worked out. But then I still went back because I'm like, I want to learn the business, and I think that's important. That's the thing that people don't get. That's the one thing I've learned, like, throughout this whole journey between corporate life and then, entertainment life and now media and all these other things, is that the sure shot is really betting on yourself. That's the sure shot. Bet on yourself. Like, never in my wildest dreams. Well, no, I will say this. In my wildest dreams, I knew what grassroots would be. I didn't think it'd be that quick. And then that, for me, that opened up my creative palette. Like, that is just what now, like I can feel it. I can feel when something feels right. Like, even this, even though I feel uncomfortable, it feels right. And I'm excited about it.
Being in your comfort zone is never how you get ahead.
That's what I've learned. Get out of your comfort zone. I'm telling you. To people that knew me when I said, hey, I didn't want to be a hype man, they were like, what are you talking about? Like, wait, what do you mean? Why do you want to stop? And I'm like, well, for one, Joe don't want to do it no more. And for two, it's a lot. Like, it's not the healthiest of jobs. Like, people, that's the thing. People just see they see the women, they see money, they see traveling. They don't see what goes into it, like strategy, the long sessions, recording, the sleepless nights, the arguments over the audio, the arguments over, why a record isn't available or it's being pulled or why we're going, just different routes, just process stuff. People don't see that, and I think the moment that people start to see that is when the moment people will start to understand how important it is.
So let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about, because the one thing that people chase, the one thing that allows celebrities for, the main reason that people actually idolize celebrities is the lifestyle. So have you ever thought about what happens when you lift the veil off the lifestyle and what it takes to get there?
We'll see. You think like this. When you were growing up, you all Like everyone in this pizzeria thought that Santa Claus was real until the mask was lifted off. Didn't really change much. It just gave you a different perspective.
When you reveal the magic trick, it's useless. So what happens when you make it useless?
But that's the thing with content. Nothing is ever useless. Even if we upload this and it completely sucks, at least we'll get that feedback and know that it completely sucks, and then we'll learn from it.
Let's go, Rob.
Please don't take the hat off.
You got a haircut now, man. What's up with you?
Oh, baby. Man, Grassroots Podcast, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe. Grassroots Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Be sure to hit the notification button to be notified for our latest and greatest episodes, as well as sign up for our newsletter, which we should be putting out soon. I know we keep promoting that it's not really out yet, technically, but it will be out really, really soon with some exclusive details when that is actually released. First and foremost, too, obviously Erin is not here. She is shooting, or working, I should say, Overwatch League New York. Shout out to her and Overwatch. We all play, well, not all of us, some. But nevertheless, can't wait for her to get back to hear about that. I don't know if you guys are watching the live stream, but it's really, really, really good. I learned a lot. I played the game, and we play competitive on my side of things. And watching them, I feel like I'm not that competitive. But there's some things I need to learn. So I'm excited. Alright, so let me ask you guys a question. Would you guys buy Afterbirth?
Nope.
Afterbirth?
That's what it's called?
No.
Oh.
I'll do it soon after.
No, we are talking about her. Have you guys never seen Boomerang? Afterbirth? No? The famous scene? No one can resist.
Oh, yeah.
No one.
Stranger, it stinks so good.
Yo, what's up? This is not where I needed to be today, man.
You said Afterbirth. I'm like, that's disgusting.
Great show. Nicki Minaj show a whole character.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not a little bit, a lot.
Nicki is a mix between Madonna. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let us know what you think about all of the topics. As always, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification button to be notified for the latest and greatest episodes, and that can be found on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Also, like I said in the beginning of this program, be sure to subscribe to the newsletter. I know we didn't introduce ourselves just because we wanted to kind of get into things. So again, I'm one of the hosts, Brandon KillaBH.
I'm Young John Slade.
John Slade. Wait.
You don't know that. Go ahead.
Last Action Hero.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
John Slade?
Nope.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger in that is so John Slade. No?
I'm gonna get you sucker.
Yeah. Ah! Wait, what was the
Keenan's name was
Jack Spade. I was confused.
You don't know. Come on, man, go ahead. Say your
Oh,
goodbye.
did you get it right?
Yeah.
No,
I got it wrong. This is I was on a 4-week stretch of getting them right, and I messed it up. Damn it, go.
What's happening, Kevin?
Go.
I'm Wilson.
And we out. Peace.
Because that's what's been hurting all of us, including me. So can we all just make sure that we do that?
Just communicate early if you're having issues.
Yeah.
or whatnot.
Please.
If you send it tonight, I can get everything.
That's what I'm saying. Let's have everything, because again, E's gonna be busy this week too, I'm sure. So let's get everything done as soon as possible so that we good.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Cool.
You guys had any different ones?
Yeah, I didn't get a game friend request from you as well. It'd be nice. If you don't want to play the video game with me, just let me know.
You'll see me again. It's hurtful. You'll see me.
I think that's enough content. No. We're gonna shoot more. But I'm just saying, we just gotta edit this shit now.
Yeah. But I mean, to be real, like, we got, like, Luke got a lot of y'all recording episodes. I got certain clips, like, the Wilson debacle. I got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got various things.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that out. Well, maybe, I don't know. Okay.
Well, what you can do is you can clip out what was said.
Yeah.
And then clip in the response.
Well, I clip, yeah. But then that defeats my purpose of taking it out. Like that's why I took it out so that it can't be said.
True.
Or you can't shine the light on it. That's what I'm saying.
Alright.
Piece would be doing the whatchamacallit, the anime con. I'd like to show that perspective.
Well, to be honest with you, like I said, there was a lot more. I thought there was a different. The last con that I had been to was a different experience because like this one I didn't really get to like sit and play games and like sit in panels and all of that stuff. It was big.
Oh yeah, they had panels, but it was too big this year. Like,
Right.
Well, that was my other thing. I felt like it was too big to the point where I didn't know where to go or what to do.
Yeah, like the past 3 years, it was smaller. This year it was like 3 times the amount of people was there last year.
And I thought there was gonna be more games. I thought there was gonna be more games. I didn't think that it was
When
gonna.
I went, there was literally a whole like it was across the span of a hotel.
Yeah.
And there was literally like a whole hotel area where there was nothing but games.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to stand around and wait. Like, but there were so many people. So a good anime con to go to. It might be bigger now, but it was smaller back then. Is Anime Next.
And what's the difference between Anime Con and like Comic Con?
So Comic Con is more film and premieres and stuff like that. The anime
comics.
Yeah, for
Marvel.
and movies and stuff like that. But
And Dragon Ball.
and the next one I'm going to is I think it's in Virginia or North Carolina. I'm gonna go to like BlurCon. Yeah,
BlurCon.
I'm going to. That's like the all
Anime
black.
Next is in it's
like-
Memorial Day.
It's an
And
all
it's in
black.
Atlantic City.
Yeah, it's like an all black
That's
anime.
blurred
convention,
equals black
yeah.
nerd.
I'm blurred.
Yeah. BlurCon is black nerd. Anime Next is, like I said, it's in Atlantic City. And it's like the Memorial Day weekend area.
Oh, that's cool.
So they're usually around like, holidays or something like that for the most part. But yeah.
I don't want to make an impulse buy.
It happens, man.
Oh God, this shit is dope. I like this jacket a lot. I can't do this to myself. I can't do this to myself. I have priorities. I have responsibilities. I can't do this. But now, how do we edit this?